All right, friends, we are running out of time here on Corbett Report Radio as we're talking about the latest food and health and environment headlines on foodworldorder.com. So let's get straight into the last couple of stories here and then the binge and purge that's posted right now at the top of foodworldorder.com. James, take it.
We just want to read these first two kind of headlines into the record, and again, implore everybody to go out and follow these sources and do more research yourself. Bill Gates leveraged philanthropy, corporate profit versus humanity. And again, from Cryptagon, digestible microchips embedded in drugs. Good God help us all. What I wanted to blast right into, James, and this is what is the top several links at the top of the binge and purge: London smog, digital health, and more, because we were just talking about raw milk and the freedom to eat what you want or what you don't want to eat. Either we're free or we're not. There's no kind of in-between that they're trying to shoehorn us in. The most amazing story that still boggles the mind here: Chick-fil-A leaps into controversy. James, it even now has its own Wikipedia entry, the 2012 Chick-fil-A same-sex marriage controversy. So basically, the long and short of it is Chick-fil-A is a Christian organization. They always have been. They've made no secret about it. The president said, well, we believe the biblical definition of marriage as being a man and a woman. And now it's turned into the big, phony left-right, blah, blah. A couple of days ago, they had basically supporters of Chick-fil-A all go give their support and all go to Chick-fil-A as a boycott, if you will. Now the latest I've seen, Chick-fil-A protesters to hold a kiss-in, which again, sounds like a great idea. That's really going to win lots of people over to your cause. So basically, same-sex couples going to Chick-fil-A and making out. It's another bandwagon, James. It's a way different kind of story, but it just seems exactly the same as the Coney bandwagon. Anything that we can kind of jump on and get so involved in emotionally, and it's all over the social networks, and it's all over F-Book and all of those things. But again, as you said during the break, meanwhile in Syria, there's so many more important things going on. I would ultimately say, if you want to eat waffle fries, if you support Chick-fil-A, do it. If you don't go there. As I always quote that Simpsons episode with regards to advertising and media, just don't look. If you don't want it, don't look, and it'll probably go away.
Exactly. They feed into it and they make it more of a thing by drawing attention to it. I mean, the best thing you can do if you want something to go away is to ignore it. But at any rate, the kiss-ins and the boycotts and all of this is just total distraction from real issues. And once again, it is just a question of, no one's forcing you to eat there and no one's forcing you not to eat there. So what difference does that make on the bigger scheme of things? Absolutely nothing. I saw an interesting comment on Reddit recently about this, talking about how if you actually care about this, why instead of choosing to buy a chicken filet burger or choosing not to buy one, why don't you go and donate that money that you were going to spend on that sandwich to a homeless charity or something like that, where you can actually do something productive and make some kind of mark. And once again, I think that's the type of activism and protest that I like to see, is people diverting, even if it's a stupid issue and it's a distraction issue, you can make it into something important by diverting attention towards something that is important and doing something productive and constructive. But anyway, this is the soap opera type of newscape landscape that we inhabit, unfortunately. And hopefully this program and programs like this are the antidote that will hopefully start to change that equation. And more people are tuning into this and turning away from the stupid distractions that are going on. And that is the hope. So James Evan Pilato, MediaMonarchy.com is the flagship site. I hope people will go there and check out all the latest. James, thanks again for your time and for putting all this together.
I appreciate it so much. Thanks, man.
I appreciate it too. All right, well, that's it for the Thursday night edition of this broadcast. Tomorrow night we'll be back to wrap things up for the week. I'll be talking about something completely different, so I'll leave it to you to tune in tomorrow night to find out about that. But then next week we already have a couple of guests lined up, Eric Draitzer and Dan Dix and others, so stay tuned for that. Until tomorrow night, thank you all for listening and take care.